It was Brennan's 11 who drew first blood in the Test series, thanks to the Gavin Merrifield and George Paneros show. George Paneros having a day out in particular, starring with bat, ball and in the field to earn man of the match honours and laid to rest his demons from last season's Test series. Nathan Hancock putting the final nail in the Mats 11 coffin to send his side one up. The second Test match was all about one man. Brennan's 11's captain smacked Mats 11 to all parts of the arena to notch up his second century at the WCG. He got there in dramatic fashion, just making his ground as his side declared in a very strong position. Mats 11 fought back strongly, however, and were getting themselves back into the contest, but rain would stop this one short, which now sends us to a decider. So both sides know that a win will clinch them the title. It's all to play for in the third and deciding Test match, right here on your home of backyard cricket, WCG TV. Welcome to the WCG for this third and deciding Test match between Mats 11 and Brennan's 11. Brennan's 11 take a 1-0 series lead into this deciding Test match, but Mats 11 know by virtue of winning the series last season that a drawn series will earn them the title. The captains are ready and in the middle for the toss.
The decider, the original captain of Mats 11, Matt White, has stood down. We have Johnson here ready for the toss.
Promotion. Alright, you're cool. Flat. Love a bat.
As you just heard at the toss, Mats 11's captain Matt White has relinquished the captaincy for this match, which means that Michael Johnson will step up and take the responsibilities in this, the deciding Test match. They are both joined by their usual partners in crime, Hamid El-Basher and Pat McGregor, with the former having an awful Test series so far and needs to step up for his side in this match. By contrast, Pat McGregor has been consistent throughout the series so far, and Mats 11 hope that that continues today. Mark Pasterfield, Daniel Hancock and Jack Sullivan round out the side for Mats 11. Brennan's 11 go into this third and deciding Test match the more settled side, with their big four of Brendan Scott, Rob El-Basher, George Paneros and Gavin Merrifield all contributing regularly throughout the series so far. Josh Bolling retains his spot after an impressive second Test match on debut, with Nathan Hancock and Troy Hayden making their return into Brennan's 11 side for this all-important Test match. Brennan's 11 are 2 from 2 when Troy Hayden has featured, and they'll be hoping to make it 3 from 3 today. They've won their third consecutive toss for the series, and for the third consecutive time they'll bat first. To the victor go the spoils. Let's get it on. Players make their way out into the middle for this all-important third Test match. They're looking to get off to a positive start and alleviate some of the nerves. The weather forecast for the Test match is good, so a result beckons. It'll be Rob El-Basher to open up for Brennan's 11 again. He opened up in the second Test match with mixed results, scoring 10 and a duck. You fancy he'll be aggressive as always. So we're ready to go into the decider. It'll be the captain Michael Johnson bowling to Rob El-Basher. In now, and it's down the leg side first up. The Mats 11's fans are in full voice this morning. They believe after their strong finish to the second Test match, they fought back strongly in that one. As Johnson bowls again to Rob El-Basher, and it's full outside the off stump. And he's had a little fly at it, but that's the way Rob plays. Johnson to bowl to Rob El-Basher again. It's full delivery outside the up stump. It draws the edge. He's going to scamper through for a single. Oh, and a direct hit. And he was in big trouble, you feel. He took on his brother. Oh, he was well out. And that's missed by a coat of varnish. Close call early on.
Oh, my goodness me. Wow. Oh, he's hit that one. He's hit that one beautifully.
Down to the boundary for 4 again. Well, one has to say about Justin Langer. And again, and uppishly played, and another 4. Right, he's had enough of playing second.
Robbo Basher starting the innings off well again for Brennan's 11. 0 for 11 now as Matt White bowls. Just drops at his feet. Oh, and he's patted it back at the stumps, Pat. But the bails have stayed on. And I think he's just realised that now. Well, this would be close. He's back. Just. The bail stayed on anyway. White will continue over the wicket to Robbo Basher, and he's left it alone outside the off stump. Quick delivery there again from White. He's relinquished the captaincy to Johnson in order to focus more on his cricket. As he comes in again now, and it's a play and a miss there from Rabs. It's another quick delivery from White. He's up for it today, but Rabs survives. Pat McGregor will now bowl around the wicket to Robbo Basher. It's a full delivery played on the leg side, but it's been stopped by White in at that short mid-wicket position. It's well stopped in there by, I guess you'd call him the ex-skipper now. As Pat McGregor will bowl again to Robbo Basher. Oh, and it's beaten him outside the off stump. And that hasn't missed the off stump by a lot. It's a close call. Pat McGregor will continue around the wicket to Robbo Basher. He's in now, it's a good length delivery, and Robbo Basher plays and misses again. Well, he's hanging in there just here, Robbo Basher. He'd be well advised to leave them alone. That's the way he plays, I guess. So Pat will continue to him again. Oh, and he's hit this for 6. Well, that's the aggressive nature of Robbo Basher. It's either rocks or diamonds, and this time it's diamonds. 6 runs. Pat McGregor in for the final ball of his over. Oh, it's a short delivery, and it's bounced up and been caught by Hamid Basher, but there was no bat. I don't think Pat enjoyed being hit for 6. It's a hostile delivery, but Rad stands tall. Pasterfield will now bowl to Robbo Basher. It's a full delivery outside the off stump. It's not the greatest shot, to be fair, but it's a peach of a delivery from Mark. It's a good start.
It's a shot, isn't it? And it's a man who's full of confidence.
Robbo Basher has moved on to 19, a very encouraging start. As Pasterfield will bowl again. Oh, he's caught the edge and he's out this time. Mark Pasterfield gets the breakthrough. Solid start to the innings comes to an end for Robbo Basher. Brennan's 11, 1 for 22. That wicket brings Brennan's 11's captain to the crease, coming off a century in the last test match. That was in the first innings of that test match. In the second innings, by contrast, he was out for a golden duck. I guess you're only as good as your last innings. So Pasterfield to bowl to Scott now. It's a full toss and it's just played to Jack Sullivan at mid-wicket.
It's a beautiful stroke. Really good shot. That'll be checked, I'm sure.
It's a positive start from Scott. As he'll face Jack Sullivan again. He's left outside the off stump. That was a feature of Brennan's innings in the second test match. He left well early on to build an innings. Looking to do the same here by the looks of it. Jack Sullivan bowls again, and again it has been left by Brendan Scott. Brendan's 11, 1 for 26 in the 6th over. Great start from Robbo Basher, who was dismissed for 19. Brendan will be looking to capitalise on that start. Sullivan bowls again, and again it is left outside the off stump. Disciplined cricket. It'll be Daniel Hancock now to bowl to Scott. He's around the wicket. Oh, and he's nearly snuck one through. It's a beautiful in-swinging delivery there from Daniel Hancock, and it's just caught the inside of Scott's bat. Very encouraging start there from Hancock as he bowls again to Scott, and it's left outside the off stump. That was coming back sharply. Oh, it's a brave leave. Great bowling from Daniel. It'll be Pat McGregor to bowl the 8th over of the innings as he bowls to Scott, and it's a full toss just played back to Pat, and he's thrown it back towards Scott. Good aggression shown there from Pat. He had moved out of his crease there. That's fair play. Good cricket. Gregor will continue to Scott around the wicket, and it's a full delivery and it's left outside the off stump. This is a big battle. Scott left Pat well in that second test match, and it looks like he's just trying to see him out again. Pat will bowl again around the wicket to Scott. It's a full toss delivery. He's played back towards Pat, and it's snapped through for 4. Scott breaks the shackles. It's unlucky from Pat, but they all count. This will be the last over before the lunch break. Michael Johnson to bowl to Scott. It's a full delivery. Oh, it's caught the edge, and Scott is gone in the last over before lunch. Can you believe it? A massive wicket for Matt's 11, and they'll go to lunch on top. Brennan's 11 were looking like they were doing it easy again, but the big wicket of Scott right on the stroke of lunch has swung the pendulum towards Matt's 11. Brennan's 11 will go to lunch 2 for 31, which is not the worst position, but now that they've removed Scott, Matt's 11 will sniff an opportunity to run straight through Brennan's 11. Big session of the test match coming up.